What's up, everybody? It's your girl back for another video. So about a week ago, one of my subscribers messaged me on Patreon and asked me to watch and review the 2016 documentary called The Red Pill. Now, I had never heard of the documentary, which surprised me because that's all I typically watch is documentaries or anything non-fictional television. So that shocked me. When I looked it up to watch it, I noticed that feminist groups came out and were stopping the documentary from being premiered at the cinemas. They had it canceled at an Australian cinema. And they're just doing anything in their power to stop this truth from being told. So for those of you that don't know, the documentary was actually created by a feminist. Her name is Casey J. She just explores the men's rights movement. She takes a year and explores it and tries to get a alternative perspective on gender equality. And she covers a host of men's issues in the film. Now, watching it, I was already aware of the issues at hand. I'm already aware of this stuff. I talk about it all the time. But to a person that's oblivious to this stuff, this could be a real eye-opener. And we have many people in our society who are asleep, who are have taken the blue pill. This goes back to the scene in The Matrix where Keanu Reeves is asked, hey, you could take this red pill and you can, basically you will awaken and you will be in a state of awareness. Or you can go back to sleep, take the blue pill, and you will be oblivious to, what's really going on. I am one of those people that my husband and I actually, we've taken the red pill years ago, and we're constantly seeking the truth, no matter how scary or no matter how unflattering it may be. We want to know the truth and we want to be aware. So for anyone that, wants to become aware of these things, this is an excellent documentary on gender equality and on men's issues. This definitely needs to be seen by as many people as possible. So I'm going to do my part and tell as many people as I can, and you can do your part by sharing this video, telling people about the documentary as well. Now, my overall thoughts on it were it had some ugly points in the documentary, but again, it's all the truth. I don't see how anyone today can deny that the family court systems are geared to favor the mother, give custody of the children to the mother, and turn the father into a paycheck. It doesn't matter if the mother is a piece of crap or not. She can use drugs, drink, do whatever she wants while she's pregnant. She can give the child up, leave it at the hospital, leave it on the church's doorstep, do whatever she wants to do, get an abortion, kill it. And that's, she can do all those things, but the father has very little rights. Once a child is conceived, all the rights go to the mother. And the father just becomes a paycheck to our society and to our court system. I don't see how anybody can deny that truth right there. And another thing is the whole rape culture thing. These feminists are constantly trying to push on us, and the media too, the left-wing media, that we're living in this rape culture where women are getting raped all the time. They're getting raped at college. They're getting raped at the grocery store. They're getting raped at the post office. If we were living in a rape culture, we would be getting raped everywhere. They portray this in the movies and TV shows too. I can give an example. The movie World War Z with Brad Pitt. It's the end of the world. It's an apocalypse the day after, and people are just scrambling through the grocery stores trying to get food, water, supplies. They're in pure survival mode. And here comes these two guys trying to rape Brad Pitt's wife right in the grocery store. And it just brought me back to Katrina. I remember when the media was saying that women were getting raped at the Superdome. Men were just going crazy and raping women all over the place. That was complete bullshit. Nobody was getting raped. People were scared and they were in survival mode. Food, water. Am I going to live the next day? No one was trying to rape anyone. Does that mean rapes never happen? No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's not happening at the pace that these women, these feminists and the left-wing media try to portray. In Hollywood too, they're guilty of it too. There's another movie that I saw. I think it's called The Book of Exodus. I could be wrong. With Denzel Washington. It is the end of the world, an apocalypse, and here it is. It shows women being raped in a couple of scenes in the movie. And it's just complete bullshit. They're always trying to push this rape culture on us, that women are just these innocent little beings that are being beaten and raped by men all the time. And I know the truth is, I could admit this, that women are just as violent, just as aggressive as any man. And women rape men too. I mean, look at all the female teachers that are using female manipulation and sexuality to have sex with these young boys. I mean, that's an example right there. I used to work at a rehabilitation center. You know how many of my male patients disclosed to me that they were raped and molested by a family friend, one of their mother's girlfriends, or one of their babysitters, So it's lies and deception. And I don't like many things about the left, the progressives, but one thing I hate is how they always come up with an organization that they'll say they're oppressed by someone else. They'll come up with an organization and they'll say, we're oppressed by our race or our gender. When the other side of it tries to say what their issues are, they get called, oh, you're sexist, you're racist, you're a homophobe, you're a neo-Nazi. But the organization is allowed to talk all day about what their problems are and why they're oppressed by their race and their gender. And that's what these, leftist organizations do. They do it with race too. They divide us by race and gender. They come up with organizations with gender and race, but the other side is never allowed to say what their issues are. When they try to say what their issues are, they're racist and sexist. But the organization can talk all day about what their issues are. It's bullshit. When are people just gonna wake up and just call out some bullshit and stand up for truth? That's what I can't stand. There's too much deception going on. Life is hard for men and women. For every race, culture, gender, whatever you are, life is hard for everyone. And by you talking about how your life is hard and what your issues are, you're not saying that no one else is having these issues. You get what I'm saying? It's okay for everyone, for men to talk about their issues. They're not saying that women don't have any issues at all. It's the same thing with race. When white people or people of different cultures talk about what their issues are, they're not trying to say black people don't have any issues at all. And I've seen the Black Lives Matter movement come out and say other cultures and races are sexist because they tried to talk about their issues. That's just what the left does. That's their strategy, divide and conquer. And I'm sick of it. I'm gonna call out truth. I don't care if someone is the same race as me, the same sex as me. I'm not gonna take up for them automatically. I'm going to call out truth. The truth is the truth, and I'm going to call it out each time. So, moral of the story, everyone has it hard. Everyone has their own unique issues. Women have issues and men have issues too. Women are not just victims of men. They have men that are victims of women, but we never call that out. And we have feminists, powerful, organized, attacking men and saying they're sexist. Men are not even allowed to talk about any of their issues without these feminists coming out. That's just what these left-wing groups do. And I'm sick of it. The only thing we can do as individuals to fight against it is spread this message. Spread the message of this movie and any other movie like it that comes out. Talk about it. And just get it into as many hands as possible. And hopefully someday everyone will take the red pill. So like the video if you did, subscribe if you want to hear more. And again, check me out on Patreon. You can message me there. I read all my messages on Patreon. If you have any video requests, any ideas, anything at all, leave them there. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.